Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I am Liz Quinn, your star Scentsy consultant. So today what I have for you is a nice little Valentine's Day collection haul. I have the Adorned Affair warmer and the Heartstruck mini warmer, the bars and the scent circles specifically from the collection, and then I do have a few other bars and goodies that were in my party closeout haul. So let's just dive right on in. First off, I think we'll just go through the things that are not Valentine's related. I like when I do my party closeouts, especially in January. If you open and close a party in January, you're getting double hostess credits. I had lots of wonderful little half-offs to clean up on. So I got the small and the large cotton cleanups, I think. Or did I get two of the small? I guess I got two of the small. And this size cotton cleanup does an excellent job on mini warmers, or if you're a 2 or 3 cube user when it comes to Scentsy wax in any warmer. These do a really good job just cleaning up 1 or 2 warmers. If you like the really large ones, those do your very large dishes that'll hold 4, 5, 6 cubes really well, and you can usually change out a couple warmers with that, but I just find these more versatile because the big ones really are awkward in the small dishes. So then I did use some half-offs to be able to get a bundle of wax. And you guys know I love my cinnamon bear, so I got 2 of that, which is just a gorgeous, straightforward, warm, triple cinnamon. Nice and smooth, nice and spicy, and exactly what I like on a cold January day. It's really difficult to know whether I'm going to have beautiful snow, soggy snow, which is today's forecast, or absolutely no snow at all, because back in the day, Michigan would just stay cold, and now we have this roller coaster ride of a couple weeks of cold, a couple weeks of like muddy March weather, then we'll get cold again, then it'll get soggy. So soggy snow is better than no snow, but it's kind of middling temperatures out there. I also got 2 of a beautiful Christmas scent that I don't want to club, but if they don't have it in the catalog next year, Merry Wonderland is really nice, very strong. It has clove and apple and spruce. It's sort of like a spiced punch, and I'm not going to club it just because it lasts a good 4 to 6 hours staying sweet, and then it gets a little bit bitter or overly spicy even for me. But it's such a good performer when it's in the warmer, and I love that first 6 hours, so I got a couple more. And then one that I also don't think I'm going to club, I might, but I don't think so, is Holiday Market, and I really like this scent. So I have one more bar downstairs, and I'll probably throw a couple more into a last chance type order right before the catalog changeover in March. But this Holiday Market is a beautiful fruit punch Christmas scent. It's got probably grapefruit. It seems almost as though it's got some pomegranate in it, and it's sweet. It's got some orange and some gentle spices like allspice and ginger. It's not super cinnamon and clove-like. And it's very sweet. It lasts a long time. And even though I know now we're in the middle of January, those are things that I was thinking about when I did my party closeout right after Christmas there. So then in clearance, right now we have a bunch of really good retired bars. Some of them are holiday themed, like Sugar Plum Berry or Happy Holidays. I think Pretty in Plaid's in there. I don't care for that one, but if you like it, that's in there. Frosted White Birch is still available. One that has already sold out is Grapefruit Orange from the Mix It collection, and I haven't had one of these bars in years. This is a really nice spring, summer, more fruit type scent, very much citrus with oranges and grapefruits. It's sweet, it's zesty, and it mixes, because that was the point of this collection years ago, was to have reasonably neutral scents that could jazz up just about anything else. This grapefruit and orange is fine all by itself, but it's very good mixed with fruit. It's very good mixed with spice. So I just wanted to pick one up. And then another thing that I think is still available, and I just wanted one bar, is good old Fairy Tale Pumpkin. This is a really weird scent I'm out of. And it's just so strange. It is licorice. It is blueberry. It is pumpkin. And I don't even know if they claim there's licorice in the notes. I think so. It's so odd. But I didn't have one last October, and I kind of missed it because it smells a lot like all the candy in the candy bucket with a blueberry muffin and then a slug of basically, specifically licorice, that dark black licorice candy all mixed together. And I really kind of wanted that, even though I'm not gonna melt more than one day of this. It's just kind of a funny scent that if you've been with Scentsy for a while, it's nostalgic. That one's still available. And then not in clearance, 1 bar of good old Polar Bear Hug, because I found that I think I have 1.5 bars left. And this is a perfect January and February smell with the blackberry jam and the beautiful musk and sweetness and amber. It's so pretty. If you have not ordered Polar Bear Hug, it's a good one. So that's all the bars and all the things that do not have to do with Valentine's Day. Then in our Valentine's collection, we have a trio of scent circles, and these are in the same scents that you're going to get in the wax. So we've got plum and vanilla orchid, a bergamot and tuberose, and champagne and pink grapefruit. Very pretty. The back of the scent circle is going to be in the color of that scent. So love notes, captivating plum, gentle blossoms, and sweet vanilla. That's the plum and vanilla orchid. The bergamot and tuberose is fresh bergamot, lovely tuberose, and soft cashmere. And our champagne and pink grapefruit is going to be that same pretty sort of terracotta color. Fizzy champagne, crisp grapefruit, and smooth musk. So that lets us know what's in the bars also. So that will come with, again, one of the little handy dandy cheat sheets, which I wish they would put with every collection. And you're going to get the same notes here. The bergamot and tuberose is bergamot, tuberose, and cashmere. The champagne and pink grapefruit is champagne, grapefruit, and musk. And the plum and vanilla orchid is plum, blossoms, and vanilla. They don't tell you what kind of blossoms, though, at least in these very basic descriptions. So let's sniff plum and vanilla orchid. So I'm expecting plum, some sort of blossom, and a hint of vanilla. Oh, this is beautiful. I love dark, dusky, romantic plum scents. So pretty. This is very good. I think it will actually be strong enough that you'll enjoy it. Oh, I really like that. That is very nice. So the next one, bergamot and tuberose, is bergamot, tuberose, and cashmere. Now, tuberose is a very strong romantic floral that is somewhat like gardenia, but it's even heavier. Bergamot is what it is. It's sort of a chameleon scent that can either be very citrusy or can be very cologne-y. It'll probably be very perfumey here. This is very, very pretty. So the plum and vanilla orchid is deep and rich. This one is much more perfumey. It's very pretty though, very sophisticated. Yeah, I like that. And then the last one is champagne and pink grapefruit. So I'm thinking this will be light and bubbly and fresh, with the champagne, the grapefruit, and musk just to kind of, you know, bring it in a little bit, I would assume. And this is very understated for a grapefruit scent. Now this is the difference between Scentsy of old and Scentsy now. Pretty much anything that has grapefruit in it, you know it's in there. And this, they tamed it. Like, yes, there's grapefruit, but it isn't like the grapefruit mimosa that we had a couple years ago in the Easter collection, like that you could smell down the block. This is really nicely balanced. So I wonder, being that it's pink grapefruit, it's going to be a little more mild, but they really did a good job almost making it a fruity perfume note rather than just like, whoa, there's the grapefruit zest. I like this. Champagne and pink grapefruit. So it's an understated bubbly, which I don't know if I've ever been able to say that before about Scentsy's champagne scents, because usually all of their bubbly ones, they're very overwhelming and to me a little bitter. That's really nice. So I got 2 sets of that. And then we have the Heartstruck Mini and the Adorned Affair full-size warmer. So all of our minis are $25, and this one is going to be ceramic, and they are 15 watts. Now this is new packaging, which is beautiful. So we have different lines that I think the spring catalog, which I will get a sneak peek. I'm just gonna do the Zoom. I'm not even going to get the products. I'm gonna do the Zoom for the world tour this year, which is the first time they've made that available to consultants, and you did not have to go in person. So in the spring catalog, I know there will be a focus on Enliven, Warm, Inspire, and Classic. Different lines that focus the scents and the warmers so that you have a little bit more focus on your choice and what type of person you are, what your home looks like. So these, I don't honestly know which line these would fall into. I'm thinking maybe the Enliven or Inspire. We already had well, we started with the Inspire line, I'm sorry, and that comes from the Inspire line, the beautiful fluted glow back there. The Enliven, we just launched something that I didn't do a separate video on, 3 adorable bloomy warmers and a hyacinth and santal bar. That came out on Monday. I just haven't had time because we're preparing for so many things for going away. But it is an adorable set of 3 warmers that are all the same shape. They come in different colors and is definitely that Enliven line where it's kind of irreverent and fun and funky and bright. And if that's your kind of thing, really, please go check those out. They look super, super cute. But with this, which is probably Enliven or classic really, because these are very classic for your Valentine's Day, nothing too out of the ordinary or out of the box. Oh, this is pretty. So this particular mini warmer is going to be ceramic. And I love this. This is old school Scentsy. So maybe after I've gone through all those different things, I would really put this in the classic line because they could have made this 15, 20 years ago and it's still pitch perfect, absolutely darling. So we have a ceramic mount on the mini. Most of the ones I showed you around Christmas, I got glass just because that's what they were producing. This is so cute, nice and shiny, and I do have handy dandy power strip here, and we will plug this in and light it up. And I can get to that. Okay, so you can actually see it lit up. It's super cute. It has a nice soft glow. And then up close and in person, if I can get this to focus, there you go. You'll see the little hearts, and of course that will throw little heart cutouts for you on the wall if you get it angled right. So this is really, really nice. This is the Heartstruck Mini. I got it because yes, it's Valentine's, but it's not like too over the top. I really, really thought that it was cute and very classic and just very, very adorable. So this can also go on a tabletop base like I've shown you recently with other things. Just make sure that you are choosing the ceramic base that has the toggles, not the glass base, which I haven't really looked and counted, but I feel like they do more glass mini warmers now. The glass base, the threads and the circle for mounting is different. So then, the whole reason I wanted to order anything from the Valentine's collection was because when I saw this warmer in our brochure sneak peek type stuff that we get on our workstation, I thought it was really, really unusual. I'm not even sure how well it's going to go in my house, but we're going to unpack it and think about it. And this one, I believe, is $60. This is the Adorned Affair, and it's an element warmer, but it's really cool. And it looks like a high-end filled candle that you'd get at something like Anthropologie, and it's got the Mackenzie Childs type checks on it. It's just really different than anything I've seen Scentsy do before, but in a really nice way. So the lid is actually what sold me because of the little punch outs, and the base, oh, so cute. So it's not huge, but it is very much the same dimensions as you would find in a large candle that's, you know, ceramic and filled, which we do those now. We do candles. I don't tend to buy them because I have nowhere to really use them. We don't burn much in our house, but this, let's get the top. This is super, super cute. Yes, this is a really, really cute. And you can line that up for all of you that are like me, where it would bug you if I just kind of, you know, did that. We'd all twitch. So let's make sure that we do it like this. Now, the lid on this is so pretty. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. You can see all the filigree. You can see the darling little ceramic heart. And it's a good sized dish, very nice. That would probably comfortably hold 4 cubes. And if you had it in a place where nobody was going to bump it, you could probably get away with 5 in this. We'll see what the wattage is too on the bottom. I always forget that. This is beautiful. I like the color of pink. It's not too bright. The red is not, you know, fire engine. It's just a really nice classic cherry red. And it would go quite well with this. I think the tones are similar enough and the ideas definitely go together. So let's see what it says on the bottom. This one is going to be how many watts? Because that is what y'all always want to know. Is it 8? Yeah, this one's 8 watts. Now, sometimes a 10 or 12 watt warmer of this kind, being an element, is a really, really good performer. And sometimes they're not because the design's not good. So with 8 watts, this is something I would need to test out. And hopefully in some what I've been warming in the next month or so, I will be able to tell you, remind me in the comments if I don't, what I think of this. But I think it's absolutely adorable. With an element warmer, you aren't going to have light unless it has a special LED, except for this, which will turn red when you have it on, and it will be like this when it's off, just so that you know whether it is truly working. So, am I pleased with my Valentine's warmers? Yes, I am. I really, really like this one. I think it'll be super cute. And this was just so unique and classy and different that I had to have it. So we also have one more that I don't remember the name of off the top of my head that is a 20 watt warmer, I think, and it's got that beautiful spotted glass and little bows and things, and so cute. And truly, if I was just going to pick one warmer that I would still use for Valentine's Day, but it'd be more versatile, it would be the Dreamer's bow that we have right now as the January warmer of the month. It is gorgeous. You can go back and see my initial unboxing of that. Now, when it comes to these, I'm really happy with them. Last year was a lot more cutesy and fun, and I love the Peppered with Kisses. That's still in my club, but this one, we'll see how this warms, this plum and vanilla orchid. This might be something I would want to put in my club. It is very nice, and this really harkens back to a lot of the purple bars that Scentsy used to do when I was first interested in melting wax, but I wasn't a consultant yet. That's over 10 years ago, closer to 15 now. This is really, really nice. It kind of reminds me of Tahitian Black Orchid, which I've always loved, but it's a terrible performer. So if this is good, that would really make me happy. And the Champagne and Pink Grapefruit, very, very beautiful. They've tamed the grapefruit, made it elegant instead of very in your face, and it's really nice. I am looking forward to melting that. And then this Bergamot and Tuberose. This is just a classic, romantic, very perfumey and elegant scent that I could wear it as a perfume as a lady. And I think it'll make a very good, understated and relaxed Valentine's type atmosphere in the home. So I would say my favorite one is definitely going to be the plum and vanilla orchid, at least on cold. You never know, you have to try them all. But this is Elizabeth with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Very happy. And I hope that you guys have a fantastic week. And I will take a few pictures of this, and I'll light up the mini probably on a little stand and do a couple pictures of the two of them together on Instagram. So have a great day, guys. God bless. Bye-bye.